Personal Development, Quarter 2, Module 2, Building and Maintaining Relationships. Lesson 1, Personal Relationships. At the end of the lesson, you are expected to: number 1, identify ways to become responsible in a relationship. And second, explore characteristics of healthy and unhealthy relationships. Relationships are necessary to live a healthy life, but there is no such a thing as a perfect relationship. Relationships, from acquaintances to romances, have the potential to enrich our lives that could lead to the fulfillment and enjoyment of a life. A healthy relationship should bring more happiness than stress into your life. Every relationship can be stressful at times, and that is one of the challenges in having such. Keeping healthy relationships. Good relationships are fun and make you feel good about yourself. The relationships that you make in your youth will be a special part of your life and will teach you some of the most important lessons about who you are. Truly, good relationships take time and energy to develop. All relationships should be based on respect and honesty, and this is especially important when you decide to date someone. In a healthy relationship, both partners are treating each other with kindness and respect, are honest with each other, like to spend time together, take an interest in things that are important to each other, respect one another's emotional, physical, and sexual limits, can speak honestly about their feelings. Relationships should not be abusive. Dating relationships can be wonderful, but while it's important that dating partners care for each other, it's just as important that you take care of yourself. About 10% of high school students say that they have suffered violence from someone they date. This includes physical abuse, where someone causes physical pain or injury to another person. This can involve hitting, slapping, or kicking. Sexual abuse is also a type of violence, and it involves any kind of unwanted sexual advance. It can include everything from unwelcome sexual comments to kissing to intercourse. But abuse doesn't always mean that someone hits or hurts your body. Emotional abuse is anything that harms your self-esteem or causes shame. This includes saying things that hurt your feelings, make you feel that you aren't worthwhile, or trying to control who you are or where you go. Remember, you deserve healthy, happy relationships. Abuse of any type is never okay. Relationships should always open for healthier communication. Talking openly makes relationship more fun and satisfying, especially when you both talk about each other's needs for physical, emotional, mental, and sexual health. You can't expect a partner to know what you want and need unless you tell him or her. The simple fact that none of us is a mind reader. So it's important to be open about your needs and expectations. In a romantic relationship, it is important to communicate openly on issues of sex and sexual health. The decision to enter into a sexual relationship is entirely up to you, and you always have the right to say no. And any time of anything that you don't feel comfortable with, remember, there are many ways to express love without sex. If you do decide to become sexually active, there are things about which you need to do to communicate. Basic rights in a relationship: the right to emotional support, the right to be heard by the other and to respond, the right to have your own point of view even if this differs from your partner's, the right to have your feelings and experiences acknowledged as real, the right to live free from accusation and blame, the right to live free from criticism and judgment. the right to live free from emotional and physical threat, the right to live free from angry outbursts and rage, the right to be respectfully asked rather than ordered. In addition to these basic relationships rights, consider how you can develop patience, honesty, kindness, and respect. Patience is essential to a healthy relationship. There are times when others will respond to us in a way that is disappointing. When this occurs, it is important to communicate our disappointment, but also to give the other person space. Be willing to give the person some time to reflect, indicating that you are ready to talk when they are ready. If the person is never ready to discuss the situation, you may need professional help to resolve the issue, or ask yourself whether or not you want to continue the relationship. Honesty is another essential quality in healthy relationships. To build honesty in a relationship, you should communicate your feelings openly and expect the other person to do the same. Over time, this builds trust. Kindness is extremely important to maintaining healthy relationships. You need to be considerate of others' feelings, and other people need to be considerate of yours. Be kind when you communicate. Kindness will nurture your relationships. Note that being kind does not necessarily being nice. Respect is a cornerstone of all healthy relationships. If you don't have respect for another person, it will have a negative impact on all your interactions. Think of a time when you encountered someone who didn't respect you. How did it feel? What are some ways that you show respect to others? Always remember that a healthy relationship works best when God is the heart of it. Happy learning and thank you for listening. See you next time. Goodbye.